Hey, how's it going, everybody? Got a one package mail day today. Like I said in my last video, trying to keep the volume to a minimum right now because there are people in the room adjacent to me that are asleep. So, I got a lot of 4 cards from 1951 Topps. Now, you may be asking yourself, hey, I thought 1952 was the inaugural year of Topps, when they had the Pathco #1 and so forth. Well, you'd be right, in a sense. So Topps actually started by making bubblegum and other candies, and 1951 Topps cards were included with pieces of caramel, and it was kind of unfortunate. A lot of the time, both the caramel and the card got ruined. They would kind of melt and meld into each other. So, anyway, the cards are a lot smaller. They're about 2 inches on a side, and they have a player, and they have an action in the corner. And what you would do is you would take all the cards in the set, shuffle them, and draw them, and depending on the action you would got, obviously, balls and strikes are a lot more common than doubles and so forth. You would pick the card, and it would be like a baseball game, is what they were aiming for. Not sure how well it worked. I'm assuming not very well, because since there are only 52 cards in the set, they're not going to have all the variables of baseball, obviously. But it's a really fun set to collect. There are red backs and blue backs. Blue backs, although they were made in the same quantity as red backs, are a lot rarer and pretty much more expensive most of the time unless you get a big name red back. Anyway, I have 4 red backs. I got in a lot today, so I figured I'd show them off. Starting off with a Luke Easter. As you can see, it says strike. I'll read it. It says, tipping the scales at 240 and measuring 6'4", the Cleveland Indian first baseman connected for 28 homers. It says number 26 in a series of 52 and has a picture of a guy swinging and missing a ball. And there's the red back. As you can see, I have some chrome in the background. Tyler Austin base, Avisail Garcia refractor, Skaggs gold refractor, and Hamilton base. Next, I have this Dom DiMaggio, or Dominic DiMaggio as it says on the card. One of the 3 DiMaggio brothers, obviously not the most well-known one. He was called Little Professor and was actually a really good player, all-star I believe, several times for the Boston Red Sox. It says, standing only 5'9", the Boston Red Sox center fielder smacked American League pitching in 1950 for a .328 average, number 20 in a series of 52, and as you can see, the ball is going by, and he's not swinging, and it says a ball. So that is a red back. This one, unfortunately, does have a fair amount of damage and creasing, but, most of them are going to be that way. If you are kind of cheap like me, and just collecting vintage mostly for the fun instead of grades, then you get ones that are aged and cheaper, but have character. Next, this is a pretty nice one. Early Win. It says ball, and as you can see, it has a blue background in here. I'm not sure that actually has any significance at all. When I say blue backs or red backs, we're talking, of course, about this. Anyway, Early Win, it says, tossing his right-handed slants for Cleveland. He led the AL with a low earned run average of .320 while winning 18, number 8 in a series of 52. And as you can see, that says ball as well, and he's not swinging. Some of the big names in this set are Yogi Berra for the red backs, and the blue backs, I believe Eno Slaughter and Bobby Doerr are some expensive ones. And the last card I got is probably the nicest. Gil Hodges. It says, clouding first baseman of the Brooklyn Dodgers. He's the 6th player in baseball history to hit 4 homers in one game. So, if this is up to date, Josh Hamilton would be in that list, as, I'm sure other players would too, but he's the most recent one to do it, I'm sure. It says number 31 in a series of 52, and it says strike, and of course the player is swinging and missing the ball. This is probably pretty early on in Gil Hodges' career, and unfortunately the back of this is pretty faded, as you can see compared to another one, the Early Win. It has a fair amount of discoloration and yellowing. But this side is really nice. I'll compare that to the Luke Easter, just so you get the most kind of difference. So I'm guessing this one was just face down for a really long time. So Anyway, YouTube, that's my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, you guys. I apologize for the volume once again. Please give this video a thumbs up if you'd be so kind. If you didn't like it, do whatever you want. Appreciate the view. See ya.